He is also a U.S. Army veteran who enjoys coaching students and professionals on the trials and tribulations of technology careers and how to be successful in their careers in life. So if you can all please give me a round of applause and help me welcome the instructor, Marvin Corea.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I just wanted to give you a general overview of what we're going to do. I'm going to do maybe a 20 to 30-minute presentation just about technology careers and just career advice in general. And then we'll dive into the actual class itself. And the reason behind this, you want to start with your why. Why are you here? And because of that, I want to go very quickly around the room. I want to know your first name and also what do you love to do or what do you like to do. So we'll start right here. What's it feel like? Your name and what do you like to do? Just quick word.
My name is Fernanda. I like to do many things.
Many things. Tell me one thing.
Like what?
Just hobby.
Yeah, hobby.
I like nowadays online. I like the internet.
Okay, great. Thank you.
My name is Adoración Arraiz, and I love to read.
Okay, great. Thank you.
My name is Darina Richardson. I just like to help people. I like to learn.
All right, thank you.
My name is Wendy Torres, and I like to spend time with my family.
Great. Thank you.
My name is Jolie Strasberg. I really enjoy helping people and making them.
All right, thank you.
My name is Rodrigo Jimenez, and I love what to eat.
You love to? What? Okay, great. Thank you.
My name is Ashley Benitez. I like to sleep and eat.
Sleep and eat, sleep and eat. Hey, I like it too. Yes.
My name is Lorena Castillo.
Yeah, it's something that you like.
Well, I don't know. I like to cook.
Cook? All right. Thank you.
My name is Hector Cabrices. I like to play in baseball.
All right. Thank you.
My name is Daisy, and I love to play with my child.
Oh, great. Thank you.
My name is Francia, and I like singing and playing games.
Great. Thank you.
My name is Catherine Guarteros. I like dogs.
Dogs? All right. Thank you.
Morning, my name is Hans and I like play soccer.
Soccer. Yeah, me too.
My name is Raul and I like computers.
Oh, great. Yes.
My name is Carl and I love learning.
All right. Like to hear that.
My name is Nejes, and I like learning too, some special things. So I'm not very good in computers and everything. So in my job, it's audiovisual. So I am always in technology. So I need to learn more about
All right.
technology, and especially websites. And things like that.
All right. We'll learn a little bit today.
Yeah. Great.
Morning.
Thank you.
My name is Julian Hernandez. I love learning. I love know the new people.
All right. Great. Thank you.
My name is Abdul Latif. I like life and cats.
Life and cats. That's good. Yes.
My name is Louis and I love playing sports, learning on the internet, and just singing and having fun.
All right. Sounds good.
My name is Andrea, and I like to try new things, learn new things, and things like that.
All right. Thanks. Yes.
My name is Carlos. I enjoy technology and I basically use it almost every day.
All right. Sounds good.
My name is Isoma. I like learning technology.
All right. Thank you.
My name is Marcelo, and I like to draw and learn new things.
All right, great. Thank you very much, everyone. And the reason why I do this is because I like to understand where you're coming from. And what I started with is, why are you here? All of you have different interests in technology, learning, cooking, sleeping, eating. I know I'm one of them. But you have to start with your why. Why are you here? Okay, you're here because you drove over here, you were born in this area. Okay, But where do you want to go is the other thing as well. What do you want to do after this point in your life? How is this going to help you in the future? Now, for me, my why am I here? As Daisy already mentioned in the introduction, I enjoy helping others, like Sabur has said already, helping others in coaching and teaching, because as I do that, I'll continue to grow myself and I'll help others do the same thing as well. So that's why I'm here. And I've been doing, why did I get into software development? When I was in the Army, way back when, I won't tell you so you'll know my age. When I was in the Army, I was doing personnel administration, which is like human resources type of work, doing paperwork for people in the Army. But I started using computers. And I got very interested in computers myself. I was like, wow, this is something that I could be really interested in. I actually, with the help of the Army, of course, got my degree in computer and information science and continued from there. I left the Army and joined a large company. I don't know, has anybody heard of Oracle Corporation?
Yes.
Yeah, so I joined Oracle right after leaving the Army. Not something that you would normally do, but I had the opportunity and it presented itself, I took it. And that's the thing also, be aware of opportunities that come along. They might be disguised as difficulty. You might see, oh, that this is too difficult. This is where you're going to see, is your why that important? Do you really want that? Let's say you're pursuing a degree, if you're interested in that. You're going to have difficulties. The road to success is not straight up. It's a rocky road. You have to go, there's going to be ups and downs. The thing is, when you are in the down, don't let yourself get all the way down. You have to pick yourself back up. That's the key right there. And that's where you see the difference between people that are successful and people that are, let themselves go. Because they find a difficulty and they say, oh, that's too hard, I'm going to give up. No. That's the thing. You have to learn to persevere. You have to learn to be determined to move forward past those obstacles that are in front of you. And that's a matter of practice. I know especially, I have kids, my oldest is 20 and my second oldest is 18. They have difficulties right now because they're trying, they're hitting bumps in the road. It's like, you can do it. Just keep on driving on, keep on driving on. You're gonna get there. The thing is to know in your mind that you can do it. If you have and that's the why again. You have the plan to get a 4-year degree or even a 2-year degree. That's your goal right there. Nothing is going to stop you from getting that goal. You have to understand that and feel it inside. And this is where you have to take into consideration other factors as well. Is your attitude. You have a positive attitude towards that goal. If you wake up in the morning and say, oh, today's gonna be a bad day. I had a terrible night, I didn't sleep. How is your day going to be? Your day is going to be terrible because you said at the very beginning that your day is going to be terrible. That's what's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're saying that something bad is going to happen. Something bad will happen because that's what you're expecting. And I believe in energy, and that's the energy you're drawing in. The energy you're drawing in is, okay, give me all the bad stuff. It's Monday, this bad Monday, What's so bad about Mondays? You're here on earth living another day on earth. You're alive and well. You have a family, you have a home, you have food to eat. Those are things you need to be grateful for. And again, it's mindset. What attitude you have when you're getting up in the morning, for example. That sets the tone for the rest of your day. So when you get up, start with a positive attitude from the very beginning. It's Monday morning, I'm great, I feel good, I'm healthy. I'm going to go ahead and you come into school, I'm gonna go learn as much as possible, ask as many questions as possible, because that's how you're going to learn. Continue to learn. It's a never-ending process. Once you stop learning, I say learn or die. And not physically dying, but you're dying mentally. You're dying mentally because you're not continuing to learn. You'll see people that, a famous person, the second richest man in the world, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. If you study them and learn from them, they're reading at least half of the day, continuing to learn. And these people, Warren Buffett is in his high 80s already. You would think, oh, 70, I'm going to retire, I'm not going to do anything. That's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But always learn, and always, there's a health benefit of that too. As you continue to learn, studies have shown that, for example, dementia and Alzheimer's, you have a reduced risk of that because of the fact that you're using your brain, you're exercising your brain, not just your physical. I enjoy doing physical activity, and that's helpful, but you're exercising your brain as well. So do that. Start with that positive attitude in the morning. And if you notice, sometimes your environment is not healthy for you. If you notice that in the morning, maybe you live with family or with friends, and they have a negative attitude, you try to be up in spirits, all happy. It's like, why are you all happy on this Monday morning? It's the morning, you gotta go to work. Try as much as possible. I know in some situations it's not possible. Try to either convince them that the negative attitude is not helping them. Convert them to the positive. And if you aren't able, because you're always able to influence others, then try to shut down the negativity. Because don't let that go into your mind, because that affects you. That environment, it depends on who you're around. If your friends are like that, it's like, oh man, my boss is always treating me bad, I don't get paid enough. It's like complaining. That is not going to help you either. Don't complain. Either you do something about it or work with it. You don't get paid enough at your job? Find another job or work through it. You can't find something else right now? Work through it. Do as the best job that you can wherever you are. Because that's what's going to drive you forward. The boss is going to see, okay, this person, this is not the best job in the world, but this person is trying their best and doing what they need to do. And maybe you want to get promoted in that particular job. And this goes for any job. Do what needs to be done at the next level. Let's say you're working at let's say auto insurance. Or you're an agent at an auto insurance place. You want to get out there and get sales. You want to talk to your manager and see, what can I do to improve myself to get to that next level? That's what you want to do. If you're someone that's, I got no business today, I've called like 20 people and I got nothing. It's like, you're going to bring yourself down and you're going to keep going down. But talk to others. You need to learn from them. Continue to learn. Learn from your manager. Say, I'm in this tough situation right now. What can I do to improve my situation? They've been there. They've done that. And they'll be happy to know that you're out there asking them for help. Because they see, oh, okay, this person really wants to learn. Let me help them. The same thing goes for your teachers. If you're learning, if you're at university or if you're right here, don't just go through the motions of, okay, I came here, I signed up, okay, I went to my class. This is not really interested, but whatever, I'm here. Don't just go through the motions. Be there, be present at that moment wherever you are. If it's something that you're interested in, go for it, do it, and then ask the instructors. The instructors are here to help you. The same thing goes for, I tell my kids, if you have a question, if you have a bad grade, talk to your teacher. Ask them, what can I do to improve my grade? What can I do to continue to learn? So learn from the people that are more experienced from you. The mentor program, these things are free. There's so much free stuff out there that you can sign up and you can get help. There's no excuse why I was like, oh, nobody wants to help me. That's complaining. I don't want to hear it. You come with me. I tell my kids that. Don't come with me with no complaints. Because either you do something about it or don't complain about it. Oh, my ankle hurts because I twisted it playing soccer. I say, put some ice on it then. If you don't do anything about it, nothing's going to change. Just complaining about it is not going to help you. But if you do something about it, then things starting to change. And that's the key thing you need to think about. What can you do to improve yourself? What can you do to change, make yourself better? What is your why? Why do you want to go to this place? Let's say you want to have more free time in the future. So work right now, so in the future you don't have to work as much. Let your investments do the work for you. Of course, everyone has, I'm sure, mostly a smartphone. The stuff you see on here affects you as well. Like when I go right here to Google and the home screen, there's suggestions on what, recommended articles that I read. Now, it depends on what you search for. So if you're searching for, okay, what did Kim Kardashian do, or what did Kanye, or if you're searching that, that's what you're going to get in the results. Now, is that going to help you in the future? Well, if you want to be a singer, then learn about singing. Learn about the people that have been successful in that career. And for me, I want to be financially free. I want to get to the point where I don't have to work unless I want to. It wouldn't be work anymore. I'm just doing something for fun, but I'm still making money from the investments. So what? I search for things that are related to either millionaire, billionaire investments, and that's what I see in my suggested news. So that's the energy that I'm bringing in right there. I want to see, okay, I want to learn about Bill Gates. I want to learn about Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos. And if you want to get a... Yeah, Amazon's co-founder. So if you buy from Amazon, you're helping him, but you're also helping a bigger community as well. And that's the thing. Learn from those that can help you. Things that will help you in the future. So pay attention to your home screen. What are you seeing in the news? Are you seeing the death and violence? And it's good to have an awareness of that, but don't let that suck you in. Oh, the world is a terrible place. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, then that's where you're going to see. That's the thing. Look at what you're looking at daily. Look at your Facebook. I'm sure most of you, maybe a couple of you have Facebook, maybe? No?
Everyone.
Look at pay attention to your timeline. What are your friends posting? Are they, even though it's subconscious, are they posting mostly negative stuff? Pay attention to that. Is it, okay, Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did that, he's so negative, oh, then, terrorist attacks and all this stuff. That's going to bring you down. Things are happening. What can you do about it? You are not able to do anything about it at this level. What can you do? Okay, when you go and vote, then that's where you can do something about it. If you want to go protest, then that's fine, do it. But seeing that every day, it'll bring you down. It'll bring a negative attitude towards you. I mean, and that's what you give out. You share stuff what are you sharing with your friends? Are you sharing negative stuff, or are you sharing positive stuff? The things that just earlier this year, I was kind of not happy because of the current administration. I started sharing stuff about negative things that were happening. But I started thinking about, how is this helping anything? This is not helping. Then I started, what do I want to go for? I want to millionaire. What can I do to become a millionaire? And start sharing articles about that. Learn about that. So that's the thing. Where do you want to be? Start consuming more of that information. That's the key thing. Now, I'll touch on a little bit of IT. I know I have talked in general, but now let's say you're interested in a career in technology, for example. There's so many different fields in technology. I do software development, which is actual coding. Well, you'll see some of it in the presentation or in the class right now, but there's so many different fields that you can do it. Let's say you don't like coding. That's too much, it's too many letters on the screen. Like, you don't have to do that. There's business analysis. Business analysis is where you go out to a company and understand what their business is, and then you talk to the developers, like me, and you say, okay, this is what they want to do. Now you have to translate that to the developers so that they can understand it into requirements. So this is the software requirement. This, if I click on this button, they're supposed to do this. And that's the business analysis side of things. You're not actually coding, but you're translating for that, for the business into the developer. There's project managers, the ones that mostly all software is developed in projects. So you create software, there's a project manager that organizes the schedule, says this is going to happen this time, and make sure that everything is on track. Again, that's not somebody that develops software, but it's helping manage all the time. There's people that test software. I'm sure maybe more than one of you have wanted to be a game tester, for example. Well, there is a need for people that test games. There's testing any kind, like this website right here. A common thing would be, I want to make sure that if I click on something, I don't have a broken link or everything looks fine. Those are things that are also possible within software realm. So when you think about getting into software, don't only think about that, okay, I have to do coding. There's many other opportunities out there. And this is part of your learning and research. Learn about what other careers are out there besides just being a regular software developer. Now, let's say you want to get into that career. There, again, Code Academy, which is what we're going to touch on today, it is completely free. You can go to the website, and it's available for anyone that has internet access and an email. You could go on there and sign up and start taking classes as we will today. And there are so many other resources out there for you to learn. If I had gotten started at this time, way back when, with all these resources that are available now, there's such a wealth of information out there, and that's where it could be overwhelming. But you can say, I want to learn a popular language nowadays is JavaScript. Say, I want to learn JavaScript. You say, learn JavaScript online, and boom, you have a list of resources. Go to the first link and start taking things there. Commit to something and finish that course. You know what? You completed a course, you could add that to your resume. You could say, oh, I completed the JavaScript course on Code Academy, and you have it on your resume. You've done more than the average person. You don't have a degree in that, but you have some experience already. And let's say you get a little bit more experience, do more classes. Something that you can do, all these jobs require experience that I don't have. I have to have 5 years of experience. How am I going to get that if they don't give me an opportunity? But that's where another key thing is, look at volunteering as well. There's a lot of small organizations or small businesses where you can say, I'm learning right here, and let me see if I can help you out with your website, or with another thing is Facebook pages. There's business pages for Facebook, and that's another technology area field, is social media, being able to understand and work with social media. A lot of small companies or small businesses don't know about that. So let's say you manage somebody's website, do it for free. Why? Because you're learning, you're helping them, so it's a win-win situation. You could add it, after a year, you could add it as experience on your resume as well. Say, I worked on this website, I managed their social media accounts, and that's experience that really you don't have to have a degree to do that. You could do that right now. And that's a key takeaway. Learn right now and apply it right now. Find opportunities. Don't expect that, okay, I'm sitting at home, okay, I applied there, nobody's contacting me. You have to be proactive. You have to get out there. Because that's what the average person is doing. Okay, I just went here and I applied, I got no response. When you apply to stuff online, there's software behind the scenes that is going to see, okay, does this person have some of the skills necessary for the job that needs to be done. And if they don't, a person is not even going to look at the resume because there's the applicant tracking system that filters out all those resumes that don't apply. So don't get frustrated because you applied to 50 jobs online and nothing came out. Go in person, especially if it's a small place. Go in person to that location and talk to them and apply. Find out another useful website, and for business especially, is LinkedIn. Has anybody heard of LinkedIn? So create your LinkedIn profile. I'm going to share mine with you later today. Connect with people. Connect with us. Connect with Daisy. Connect with others so you can understand. Learn about the industry that you're interested in. Get in there and see who the important people are in your area. Let's say you want to get into technology. There's so many meetups out there that are available for free. Go to those meetups. There's going to be new people there. You have to get out of your comfort zone. I was like, I don't like to go to this big networking events, but if you don't get out there, then nobody's gonna know about you. Unless you're very creative and create stuff online, then nobody really is going to know about you. Get out there. Old-fashioned networking still helps. Getting out there to meetups, like there's coding meetups all the time. There's one that I like specifically, and is Toastmasters. Has anyone heard of Toastmasters before? That's to practice public speaking. And public speaking in the sense that, okay, this is public speaking right now, but also when you're getting interviewed, you're public speaking. You're speaking extemporaneously. And that's a fancy word for speaking without knowing what the question is. Somebody asks you a question, like in a regular interview, you're not going to know exactly what they're going to ask. But the thing is, not to get so nervous that you don't know and you shut down because you're so nervous. Is to get out of that comfort zone. And that's where Toastmasters is invaluable. I highly recommend it. I've been a member of Toastmasters for years now, and it's been very beneficial. There's Toastmasters all over the area. All you have to do is Toastmasters, find a club, and then you'll find a Toastmasters club near you. Very inexpensive compared to, let's say if you get a professional speaking coach, they'll charge maybe $50 to $100 per hour, whereas Toastmasters could be $50 to $100 per 6 months or a year. So very beneficial and good practice as well. I always tout it because I'm a member. I don't get paid for it, but it's something beneficial where you practice, and the more that you practice, the better you get. That's what you have to understand as well. Now, to wrap it up before we continue to the formal instruction, again, start with your why. Have a purpose. Have a purpose from the night before. Let's say you're preparing for the week. On Sunday night or tonight, start with your why. Why? What am I going to do tomorrow morning? What am I going to do tomorrow that's going to help me grow, help me get to that point where this is what I'm looking after, this is what I'm going for, and I'm moving forward and getting that. That's what I want. That's why I want it. Either I want to do it because I want to rest more, I want to have more money so I can eat, or spend time with my family. Start with your why, and that'll help you. When you hit those difficulties, it's like, go back to your why. This is why I'm doing it. Let me drive on. I'm tired, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to go to school and keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Can't emphasize that enough.